Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Alan Simberg, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about setting healthy boundaries during recovery. And before I dive into that content, I have two requests. I would appreciate it if you would like, comment, or subscribe to my video, as that will help me with the algorithm on the YouTube channel. And also, I'm honored to let you know that my self-published book, Back to Living: Action Strategies to Recover from Your Addiction, was nominated for an award by Inc. and Impact.com. I'm going to put the link in the comments below, and I would appreciate it if you would click on the title of my video and vote for that book. And now we're going to get into setting healthy boundaries during recovery. So you might be thinking, what's the reason that I have to set healthy boundaries or any boundaries at all? Well, the focus of this video is about helping to protect your recovery and helping to minimize the potential for you to either lapse or relapse. As you may have already recognized, one of the triggers to lapsing or relapsing is not being able to manage your daily stresses, and then they become distressful. And, which is not unusual, when someone is active in their addiction, when they become distressed or are unable to manage the distress, they go right back to whatever their addiction happens to be. Now, one of the things that could trigger a lapse or a relapse during your recovery is if someone you know tries to tempt you. That may not exactly be their intention, but if in essence they tempt you to do what you were doing before you were in recovery, it's really important for you not to concern yourself with what they think, or even if they have an emotional reaction, like, oh, come on, don't be such a fuddy-duddy. One time won't be a big problem. It's important that you maintain your intention to remain in recovery. Now, it's also important that you keep in mind that probably it's more common in early recovery, but it can happen at any time, is someone may make kind of a snide or mean comment to you, maybe something to the effect of not believing either that you actually are in recovery or that you're going to maintain it, especially if you've had difficulty going into recovery, or if while you were in your recovery journey, you've had lapses or relapses. If that should happen to you, I encourage you to always do your best not to allow those comments to trigger you, to create the amount of distress that would make it difficult for you to maintain your recovery. Do your best not to take what someone says personal. Do your best not to experience it as an attack, and do your best to recognize that they are either being insensitive to your current situation, or they're allowing their memory of what they have of you affect what they're saying. But you have the power to not allow that to trigger you to lapse or relapse. So when I'm talking about healthy boundaries or a healthy boundary, what I'm talking about is you decide everything you need to do to maintain your recovery, and keep that in mind if you ever have an experience that could trigger you to lapse or relapse, and especially if someone says something to you that is hurtful. Basically, what I'm talking about here is managing your emotions so that what someone says to you doesn't become distressful to the point where you're not able to manage it and it triggers you to lapse or relapse. And if for some reason it does, just do your best to keep the amount of time that you lapse or relapse as short as possible. Keep your attention on all that you've accomplished. And again, focus on your intention on what you're going to do. Use your relapse prevention plan. Go to meetings, talk to a sponsor, talk to your sponsor, talk to a friend, do everything that you've done that has helped you to maintain your recovery, and don't ever, ever give up. By maintaining your focus or putting your focus on all that you've accomplished and appreciating, allowing yourself to appreciate all that you've accomplished. If you lapse or relapse, that doesn't ruin anything. Just keep your focus on everything that you've done to be in recovery, and just continue doing that. And in my next video, I'm going to be talking about what to do if you're not actually in recovery, and if you're deciding to recover from your addiction, and how you can make that decision in the easiest way possible.